It's a wave that missed a quickie, oh yeah. As many of you know, I have been engaged in the world of online dating. Recently, I was lucky enough to find a really nice connection with a woman via Match. After the obligatory messaging on the app itself, we moved to regular texting, then to talking on the phone, and finally, we agreed to meet up. Having realized that we hadn't talked about our vaccine status, I immediately assured her that I was fully vaccinated. She told me that she had not been, and that she had no intention of doing so, at least not for a couple of years. She then told me that President Biden and Vice President Harris had faked their vaccinations, and that you could tell if you watched the video closely. This was followed by her telling me that the Earth was warming because we're getting closer to the sun. After which she launched into a diatribe about chemtrails. Of course, we're deeply in love now, and I'll keep you all informed as to the wedding planning. Of course, I'll also have no hair by the end of the year, having pulled all of it out myself. Obviously, that was never going to work. And we parted ways, wishing each other the best of luck in our search for reasonable partners. I had a similar thing happen in conversation with a friend who tried to tell me that a particular thing couldn't be true because no one would or could genuinely like or enjoy X, a prerequisite for the truth of the proposition we were discussing. When I told him that there were all kinds of people who genuinely like and enjoy X and have said so themselves, he said that they didn't really like or enjoy X, and suggested he knew better. What do these two incidents have in common? The main thing for me in terms of being able to have a dialogue and a reasonable conversation is the impossibility of falsifying the claim. That is one of the features of conspiratorial thinking. Whatever counter evidence is presented, you can bet it's dubious, rigged, from malevolent sources, or irrelevant because there's yet another layer, impossible to demonstrate at this time, which reduces any counter evidence to useless or worse, vicious rubble. Likewise, in the conversation with my friend, counterexamples, including actual people saying they enjoyed X, were dismissed, with the imputation that such people didn't know their own hearts, and that somehow my friend knew better, which is truly impressive when you consider that most people can't even fathom their own hearts, which might actually make my friend's point. But in both cases, there was no path forward in terms of dialogue. What can a reasonable person say in light of such thinking? If there is and can only be one interpretation of a set of facts, there is no hope for genuine discourse. Without the possibility of being wrong, there can be no dialogue, only instruction, or worse, manipulation, an attempt to appear open and reasonable when just the opposite is true. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching.